I believe we are all divine. And in order for people to heal, they have to basically come back to that truth of who they really are, who their true self is. And that is very spiritual, right? And the conditioning that they get isn't their truth. I do believe that healing and spirituality are very much connected. That's how we heal. I really feel my mission is to help and heal people and to help people come to know their truth and to find love. Their ultimate truth is love, and to be happy. And so I've been working one-on-one for many years, 22 years now. Wow, time goes by. But I decided I really felt this strong desire to reach more people. I felt like I really want to get my message out to as many people as possible. And the reason I wrote the book the way that I did, as you noticed from reading it, it's very small and approachable, and it's sort of bite-sized pieces, because what I know from working with my clients is that people get so easily overwhelmed. And what happens when people get overwhelmed is that they shut down, or they don't do it, they give up. And so we need to feel like things are very easy. The steps that we can take to healing have to feel very easy and doable for us. And that keeps us motivated and going. And so I wanted to reach more people, and I wanted people to actually be able to read it and actually be able to maybe utilize what I have to share with them. I like to define happiness as freedom from the conditioned mind, because when we are in touch with our true self, with the divine, it's nothing but love. So when we're in nothing but love, we're free from the negative conditioning and ego. It's impossible not to feel happy. So conditioning, just in case people don't understand what that means, is, the messages we get from the outside world. So when we're born perfect, knowing we're lovable and worthy. But then, as you start to have interactions with your family and the outside world, we start to get messages about what needs are okay or not okay, and how we are most accepted in the world. And so that develops our ego, this conditioning. We develop it in order to keep ourselves safe. But what happens is that people begin to believe this is their reality. And often our conditioning, our ego, isn't very kind. The ways that it keeps us safe or in line is by being pretty negative and mean. And so what happens, I think sometimes that conditioning can be so profound and so deep in people's minds that it's really hard for them to get away from it. And so they stay trapped in that reality, those beliefs. It's one of the most powerful things. If you are wanting to work on self-love, I would say that mirror work is probably one of the most powerful things that you can do. It's certainly the quickest in terms of like healing your heart and beginning to love yourself. Because if you decide to look at yourself in the mirror and start really truly looking into your eyes so you can feel it in your heart and telling yourself that you love yourself, that you're worthy, you get it. You start to get it because you're looking at yourself, and you really see into your heart, into your soul, and you begin to believe that it's true. It's just amazing. And I make this bet with my clients all the time. I say, okay, I promise you that if you do this every day for 2 months, you will see a difference. And so, but you have to do it every day. And then come back and tell me that it doesn't work. And nobody has ever once told me, who does it every single day, that it's not effective. I want people to know their truth, that even if it's just a glimpse of people being able to know their truth is nothing but love, that nothing they've ever done or anything their mind tells them it could ever take that away. So just a taste of that absolute love. And then to feel love, to actually feel that from other beings or the divine. The other thing I would want would be for people to have peace, to just feel that what it feels like to have that contentment in their body, to just feel at peace regardless of what's happening externally, to be able to experience that peace. Often we have expectations how we want things to go. And in this world, I find, very often it doesn't go the way we expect. So it doesn't mean that we can't have goals or that we can't want things, to be a certain way. But our attachment to that is what gets us in trouble. And so acceptance is about when it doesn't go our way, learning to sit with the discomfort of that and just being able to tolerate that and be with that. And that it's a hard piece to learn, that we can tolerate uncomfortable feelings, or we can learn to tolerate when things don't go as we want. And so the difference between giving up and learning acceptance is that I think when you give up, you're sort of shutting yourself off. And I think that acceptance is keeping yourself open and then learning to just sit with what it feels like when things don't go our way. And it can be as simple as like hitting a red light when you're in a hurry, or getting a flat tire, like I mentioned in Creating Real Happiness. Or it can be big things like a relationship ending or a pet dying. Any emotion that you have is okay. And I think it's just a matter of us being, like you say, open to it and being willing to sit with it. So when you have sadness, just sit with it until it dissipates. Be with it.